Well, folks, everything was going so well, and then we've hit a sticky patch of form. We've not had games where we've been out of it, though, which is a plus. And we have to remember, of course, we are Macclesfield, newly promoted. Have a look at the goals from the recent games. I'm not bothering with this, even though we did win on penalties. Look at that. Penalty, 100% success rate in penalties. Fantastic. But have a look at the goals against Crewe, Stevenage, Lincoln, Morecambe, and Forest Green. The last three games there, obviously not results you'd hope for. But here's the goals now. Okay, so in today's episode, it's Newport County at Rodney Parade. League table-wise, pretty good. If we'd held on to a few leads that we had, in the Morecambe game, the Forest Green game, we'd be a little bit further up, of course. But 16 points from 10 games, just 2 defeats so far. Of course, we want to bounce back from the Forest Green defeat. And, we're winless now in 3 games. And 2 of those defeats on the bounce at home, so we need to correct that. We've got games coming up this calendar month against Notts County, Carlisle and Northampton at the Moss Rose, and hopefully we can put that to bed. Now, we're still picking up a few injuries. I want to involve Michael Rose and Keith Lowe as soon as we possibly can. Obviously, Ryan Lloyd as well is an option on the left side, although a damaged foot. Very, very vague from the physio team. So he's out until, another 3 months. Between 6 weeks and 3 months. So he should be back probably around the new year. And that being told, Ben Stevens is the shining light. 7 goals in 13 games, 4 assists for him, 7.33. We'll need him to be on top of his game today. Newport are doing okay. They're below us, but only 4 points behind us. And it's important that we maintain this. We want to stay up around here, especially above the Vale. I mean, nobody wants to be below the Vale, do they? So hopefully we can stay away from these positions. 9 points clear at the moment, but 9 points can soon crumble. So I'll see you pitch side with the teams in just a minute. So there we have the teams there. Elliot Durrell comes into the side on the right flank. He's asked for first team football and he is worth it. So we've moved Vincenti into the middle. He's not been so good in recent games out wide. So we bring him in field, and the man to make way is Wilson. Drops to the bench and Stevens moves up front. For Newport, it's, there's a few names you might recognise. There's a few names that, I won't lie, there's about 11 names I don't recognise, plus the bench. So, yeah, although I'm sure they're thinking that about us. And as I say, we have to remember that we are the smallest team probably in this division, and it's going to take us probably a year, maybe even more, to stabilise. So if you're here for the quick success, the quick glories, because I was, then, you probably come to the wrong place. Let's just drop that down a tad, it's in the way. In fact, let's shrink it a little bit, shall we, just so we can see the top half. I've put that here as well, so you can keep an eye on the league table. We've got the overview there as well, so we never forget. 13 degrees, balmy in October. Tomorrow's my birthday in-game, so it'd be nice to get a win. Napa on this corner now, drifts it across. Grimes heads towards goal, but Day claims it quite comfortably in the end, and you feel that perhaps was not the opportunity. Hopefully it comes our way as they launch the ball to no one in particular. Fitzpatrick will bring it forward, launches it himself forwards. O'Brien collects and plays the ball left, back to Fitzpatrick, restored to the left flank in recent games. Evans now in field, out to Welch Hayes, who has a strike that's charged down. Maybe there's more to come here. Welch Hayes collects, launches deep, and Vincenti and Napa deflected wide. We should have scored there. We had opportunities to get in front. Big screen at Rodney Parade. I don't know if they've got one. Napa crosses, Vincenti goes looking for it but gives away the foul, and Newport will take a breather. And here they come. Harris with his free kick, and off the crossbar. They've come close themselves, so I think that was Bennett. Right back Bennett, well, centre half Bennett, I should say. Their first attempt of the game, just off the crossbar. Fitzpatrick throw in, Maycock. Welch Hayes with all the space and launches one at the crossbar, off the corner of bar and post, and over the crossbar it goes. So in now 10 minutes to half-time, Forbes to Semenyo, but we get it clear. O'Brien heads on, and we might be able to bring this forward. Vincenti plays it towards Stevens, but he gets crowded out, and they go back to Day in the Newport goal. And Forbes, loose touch from him, difficult ball to control, especially given his injury. Napa, Maycock, Fitzpatrick now left side. Napa, it's all coming down this left side. We need to spread the play. Welch Hayes, Durrell. Welch Hayes again on this right side. Can he cross? He can. He's looking for Napa. Heads one poorly towards goal, and suddenly what looked like it would be our chance is going to turn into a Newport opportunity and a Newport goal as Harry sticks it in the back of the net. Really poor play from us, given we had the chances there to at least get a shot on goal. And then we get caught out. We're a 2-on-2 situation. And we just leave far too much space here for Harris to exploit. And it's a calm and collected finish. And we find ourselves one goal down to Newport's first opportunity on target. Forbes with a terrible free kick. The boos would ring out with that kind of drosses. Durrell swings the ball across. That's not the kind of form, Elliot, that's going to get you back in the team if you want to play in this team. We're going to need to see better. And a ball through, surely offside, but no, Semenyo, and well saved by O'Hara. It's not been good enough, has it? We've been the better team in large, but we're starting to sink down this table. We're on. This will be 4 games without a victory, and that's, you're starting to notice the fact that we haven't won games, as O'Hara claims that corner comfortably. And we'll go in at the break, it seems. 1 goal down, despite the fact that we've largely dominated the game, had the best opportunities, but not really threatened the goal, apart from that one strike off the crossbar. I think it's quite easy what we could do. I don't think we can tell the boys that they're excellent. I expect a much better showing. There's players here that are just simply letting the game go them by, I feel. We can ask the boys for some passion. Now, we've got players on the bench. Whittaker's been starting a few games because of Michael Rose's injury. That was a big blow. We haven't got the depth. And there's a couple of players receiving treatment there. I think Vincenti steps in, and Napa to Evans now. Plays it out to Welch Hayes. Durrell. Evans slides one perfectly placed by Callum Evans into the bottom corner. We're equalised into the 5 minutes into the second half, and all seems good again. It gives us at the moment 17 points on the league standings. I think we deserve more, but I'm not going to grumble at all. It's a lovely finish from Evans, curling a little bit away from Day, and 1-1 it is at the start of the second half. Well, that's for creativity though, but it looks like it might be a Newport chance. O'Brien playing it back with Bennett, and they go all the way back to Day in goal. Plays it towards Reed, and Newport are trying to work this out of defence. Forced again back to Day, which is good. We're pressing from the front, and hopefully we win this, and we do. Pearson plays it to Vincenti, to Maycock, to Fitzpatrick. Back to Maycock, just about gets there to Evans. Can he overlap on this right side with Welch Hayes? He can. Crosses deep. Napa! Terrible effort from Napa. Absolutely golden opportunity to test the goalkeeper, or at least hit the target. And that has inspired me to get that boy off this pitch. I don't like his play, to be honest. I think he's a good technical player, but he done half panic when he gets the ball as soon as he sees the goalkeeper's eyes. Vincenti heads on, but no one is there to collect, and Reed goes long. And Harris is in again. And Harry scores again. Newport's third shot on target. Mark Harris's third goal of the season. I don't really know what we were trying there. Vincenti heading on, and then it's just a long punt over the top, and Harris is in. This is the kind of goals we need to be scoring, to be honest. You can see, well, it's fifth shot on target, in fairness. They've been more than a match for us. We're going to ask for passion again. And like so many times, Stevens not having a good game. We're going to bring on Ponticelli, and I think we're going to take off Durrell, who's been largely disappointing on that right side. He asked for starts, and he's got one, and he's not delivered what I was hoping for so far. Looks as though we're going to be on the rough end of another defeat here, despite the fact that we've been more than a match for our opponents. We're going into this now, as I say, 4 games without a win, 3 defeats in those 4 games. We need something. Hopefully it'll come at home. We can steady the ship. We've had to change the system, of course. That will play a little bit into this, as the players need to adapt. And Blissit's there. That's a much better finish, as Maliki Napa might have just launched that one over the crossbar. And we have an equaliser in the 79th minute through Nathan Blissett. 3rd goal of the season. Lovely pick out from the back stick, or at the back stick, and a calm, cool, collected finish. We're going to ask the boys for creativity. We might be able to snatch it, but a point wouldn't be a bad result. It would still be 4 games without a win, but at least we'd have something on the board. You can see we're dropped out of that now. We've been moved up to 9th with results elsewhere, but we're falling away from this pack, which isn't unexpected. It looks as though that is going to be time. It is 2-2, and we were the better team. You have to say we were the better team. A few errors, I think, there. I think we'll say a good comeback, and it was indeed. Not to throw in the towel, despite going behind twice, given recent games. And the first time we scored 2 goals in a game as well since mid-September against Stevenage. So this month is a difficult month. As we mentioned, those home games come thick and fast. We've got a Burton Albion tie there, obviously in League One, but it is a Mickey Mouse Trophy fixture, so we'll bypass that, and the same we'll do obviously in the EFL Trophy. But the FA Cup first round represents an opportunity, of course. If that's a decent game, then that's what we come out with. Otherwise, it's the home fixture against mid-table at this point, Bury, that we'll see next time. I'm hopeful that we can turn a bit of green on in October, because it's been largely red and yellow since that fine win over Stevenage. That Lincoln game was unfortunate, but Lincoln have got a very good team. He's far better than anything we have. Bernard Mensah. It doesn't seem fair, to be honest, but we'll get there. We will get there. Do pop a like on there for you. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe as well. Football Manager content coming very, very regularly. Every day, generally. What's wrong with every day? Apart from work, obviously. That's the only thing you don't want to happen every day. But I digress. I'll see you again on the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and goodbye.